action cause I'm so soon. I can't make no mistakes, cause there is just no room. Guess I was made like crutches, strong enough to hold you, strong enough to carry, but I can't think for you. I can't give no input, only what I put in. Tired when I can't be, tired of my foot in, but I care for you. I want better for you, I can only hope that you want better also, cause we in a cycle.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Okay, this video is going to be a really short video, but it's going to be very informational. Okay, so I hope you all have been doing amazing today. I hope you all are living healthy, wealthy, and so well. Okay, this is very informational. I need you to get your pen and paper ready to take down any important information. And please, please, all the links to all this stuff is already in the description box below, so you can follow along because it's so much information. It's so jam packed that I wanted to kind of get it out there, and then I'll come back and do a debriefing on different states and how you can get this funding. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about what is HUD housing. What is HUD? So HUD is the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development. Okay, the United States government has a department of the government called the Housing and Urban Development. It is one of the executive departments of the U.S. federal government administrator federal housing and urban development laws. Okay, it also has an annual budget of 63.3 million a year. Okay. So and they employ 7,240 employees. It's also in Washington D.C. Um like I said, this is where all your grants for housing come from, and so that's that. Okay. So now let me get into what's on the docket as opposed to what has happening in good HUD and the funding moving forward, okay? Because HUD has came up with some new funding that you're not gonna want to miss, okay? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to give you all the tea on everything that you can get. Okay, so the fiscal year of 2024 has new funding opportunities. HUD awards discretionary funding throughout over 20 grant programs that support HUD initiatives, including affordable housing, the preservation of communities, community and economic development, environmental and energy, fair housing, homelessness, home ownership, rental assistance, supportive housing services, and other services connected to housing. So HUD has just been awarded by President Biden $3.1 billion. Okay, and this money was separated and divided upon different areas of HUD programs. Some was given to the homeless, some was given to home ownerships because they want people to start buying homes. Okay, so this HUD money that they was awarded by Biden, the $3.1 billion. Okay, it's out there. I don't think it's reached state yet because I haven't gotten any updates on the states that it's going to be awarded to. But usually everybody gets a part of that money. Okay, but that was not the only money that HUD had coming in. Okay, HUD has also brought in some more money, and because of that, they've expanded their homeless program and also the new housing reform program. The new housing reform program is to help people who are either elderly and has a home that's falling apart, are people that have never bought a house and needs to buy a house. Okay. And what this money is going to go to is your closing costs and your down payment. They are paying that completely for you. This is why I say you have to know your governments. You have to know what money is out there because everything that we need is out there. We just have to have somebody out here that's willing to tell us where to look for these informations. Okay. Sometimes when the other people know, they keep that among themselves and in their circles. And here I am, I'm going to tell you all the information. So it's not staying in their circles anymore. It's getting out to the people who really need it most. Okay. So this right here, this new housing program that they have, They're helping you with your down payment and also with the closing costs. Okay. That's a big chunk of what usually happens in home buying. That's the hassle. Is coming up with a down payment and coming up with your closing costs. Also, they're helping with homeless people. So you see the people out there that's homeless. Some of these people have fallen down on their luck. They have lost their jobs. It's not always people that just don't want to work. These people have somehow came in a crisis where they needed help and nobody was there to help them. Well, here this person is. I'm here. Okay. I'm going to help everybody. If you know somebody that is in need, tell them this is the channel that they're going to want to keep connected to, because I'm going to tell you as soon as all these funds are dispersed, what states it's dispersed to and where you can go to get these funds. Okay. So HUD is already up, gearing up to fund different areas for the Homeless Act. Okay. Because they've been working on it. This is not the very first time that they've done anything to the homeless. Of course, they gave money to Alabama, they gave money to Washington, they gave money to Virginia, they gave money to New York, and they also gave money to Michigan. Okay, all of these places they gave money to because they had higher demographic of homeless in those areas. Now, I'm not for sure that they're getting accurate numbers because they just counted the homeless in January. It was actually on January the 24th was the day for the YWCA to go out to homeless areas and count the homeless in every county. Now, I don't understand, and that was an issue that came up when they was talking about this. They was like, it's impossible for us to give you an accurate number of homeless people if we're only counting on one day. And the reason they said that is because people go to shelters. People go to stay with families on some days. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not always consistently on the street. That doesn't mean that they're not homeless because they're not in those spaces. You see what I'm saying? So this funding that you're going to get is going to be amazing. So the Biden Harris administration also um, ordered over 19 million to the homeless assistant funding program. Okay, and that was in January. It said Biden Harris administrator awarded 3.1 3.16 billion in homeless incentives and funding. The grant award is over 7,000 projects represented in the large amount for the federal funding program. Through HUD Continuance of Care program in history and expanding housing and service projects for people who are experiencing homelessness, including survivors of DV, dating V, stalking, and SA. Okay. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development announced nearly 3.16 in continuous care programs awarded over 7,000 areas that provide housing assistance and supportive service to people who are experiencing homelessness, as well as the costs related to planning the data and collecting. Secretary Marcia Fudge made an announcement with the Chatham Survivor Savannah Integrity Council of Homelessness in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah's continuous care was awarded $4,144,782. Now, more than ever, we are doing all we can to get people off the streets and into permanent homes with accessing the services. That is why we are making sure that these services are on the front line of the crisis we are having. Secretary Marcia Fudge at the HUD, we have served as a permanent housing for 1.2 million people experiencing homelessness in the last 3 years alone. Building a building on President Biden's efforts to keep American housed, the historical award we are announcing today, we are expanding community capacity to assist more people in obtaining the safety and stability of a home alongside with support that they need to achieve their life goals. HUD Continuous Care Program is the backbone of the federal program supporting communities in homelessness response across the county, providing grants and nonprofit providers, states, Indian tribes, and local governments for permanent and short-term housing assistance, supportive service, planning data, and other costs. The 3.16 billion announced today represents the largest ever amount of continuous care program funding awarded to communities to address homelessness in the history and provides a critical expansion of resources at the time when rates of homelessness are rising to the most, including the 3.16 including the 1.16 billion total award. Approximately 136 millions were made available to competitive and non-competitive youth homeless demographic program, which is the YHDP renewal and replacement grants, awarding that approximately 57 million a new project that will support housing and services needed for survivors of DV, dating DV, SA, and stalking. When HUD announced the availability of these grants, the agency encouraged communities to use proven solutions to address homelessness, such as approach the first connect people to housing that offers supportive services rather than requiring people to experience homelessness to first complete a treatment program or achieve sobriety as a condition of accessing housing. HUD has expanded the continuous of care program eligibility activities to support protection available through the Violence Against Women Act, Reauthorization Act of the 2022, and addressed a unique challenge continuous of care faces when serving people experiencing homelessness in rural areas, and new eligibility activities will allow the greater support of underserved population. Successful application discriminate ooh discriminated the community-wide commitment to the ending of homelessness by the out highlighted local partnership with health agencies, mainstream housing agencies, and others. Many communities are participating, focusing on reducing unsheltered homelessness through the collaboration of interdisciplinary approach. Since day one, the Biden Harris administration has been tracking the nation homelessness crisis with the urgency it requires, priority needed resources, and programs to help community quickly reconnect with people experiencing homelessness. Okay, so what they're doing is they're going out and finding out whether these people are homeless, and they're adding more money to these places. Okay, the Continuous Care Act is now also offering not only housing, they're also paying up your utilities for 6 months, and they're also giving you a little bit money to save on your budget. Now they say that this money can be used for anything you need, like household supplies. They're also saying that it could be used for food. But when I say they give you this money, they're also just depositing it in your bank account. Now, what I would say is to save that money because it's used for you and your housing need. If somebody's paying up your rent and somebody's paying up your utilities, I wouldn't spend the extra money that they're giving you for, on stuff that you just want. Okay. I would save that money in case something happened and I really needed it. Okay. Because these people are out here making this money, and we don't know how long this money is going to be out there because this is an election year. Okay. And so once this money is gone, these programs may be cut. These may be the programs to get the first cut. And Biden and the Harris administration has not been putting a big impact on this as they've been running in 2024 for this election. So because they're not putting it out there, a lot of people don't even know that this is happening. So if you need any help on that, that will be my second part of this video, going into continuous care and how you can make access to that. But as far as people who wants to buy houses, it's gonna be a part two to that too. But if you're ready to really buy housing through HUD, okay, HUD is connecting with people who want to buy houses for the first time. Okay, it says They are connecting with FHA loans and programs to give you what you need, while the FHA is paying the people closing costs. HUD has chipped in a $7.8 million to give people the down payment needed to buy said houses. Okay. And I am going to go into details. But not only did they stop there, it also says HUD has rental programs, including housing choice vouchers, which is Section 8. Okay. And they're giving out resources to that as well. They're giving out a 9.8 million for the housing choice voucher program to open up and to expand those too. So now not only are they helping you get into a house that you can buy, they're also opening up these Section 8 offices to give people a chance to have safe housing that you choose in areas that you normally would not have access to because of your limitation, maybe with income or whatever the case may be. So I do need y'all to take in consideration that this money is being pushed out there. Okay. I don't know if this is the last ditch effort for the Biden Harris um, platform to push this money out there to either help people in need before they leave office or if they're going to actually try to use this in their speech. But they have not been using it in none of their campaigns. But I'm just letting you know that they have been heavily pouring money into looking out for y'all to have safe housing, whether it's rental, whether it's staying in the projects, or whether it's staying, is buying your own house. So I am gonna go deeper into what is continuous care, how that program is set up, because there are also other programs that they have established through different other services. If you have if you have a mental disorder, they have a service for that. If you're a disabled person, they have services for that. If you're a veteran, they have services for that. And these services used to all be under one umbrella, and now they're placing them under different umbrellas so they can help more people. So, like I said, if this sounds like something that you need, then you're going to want to stay tuned for tomorrow video because I'm going to go deep dive into the categories of what these are and where to go to get the information. If you clicked on this video and I'm already gone and you have any questions, please leave your questions down below and I will answer them. Like I said, the links are in the description box below if you want more information on what I'm reading to you. I'm gonna go through the comments real quick. Hi, Marcella. This is a great woman to go to. Okay, she does Freaky Friday financials, and she also does Money Monday, and great resources. I'm always over there. I love her to death, sweetheart. Hi, Ladom. Ladom has came into the building. Okay. Let's see. The Dom said, I'm coming in late. Where did you get this information? Because my daughter wants to purchase a house. I put the links in the description of this video, but I am gonna go into deep dive of tomorrow's video, and it's gonna tell you for your areas where you need to go for the housing need. But HUD has geared up with the FHA department to help people that wants to buy their house for the first time. Now you don't have to worry about closing costs or down payments. They are putting money toward that. So I did put that information in the description of this video. It also tells you how to apply, but I'm gonna go into deeper diving into it tomorrow. Also telling the people about continuous care, the Section 8 voucher program, and other programs that they made available through the Biden Harris Association administration. So I hope this information was helpful. If you have any more questions, y'all, and this video has ended, please, I read every comment that comes through. Um, so please leave it in the description box below and I will let you know. I also have some stuff coming to the channel that I don't want to say just yet, but it's good and I can't wait to show y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that. Okay, it's gonna be some amazing stuff going around. Y'all just stay tuned for that. Okay, and I want to do something special. I don't know what it is yet, but y'all stay tuned for that as well. Okay. So I appreciate all y'all for clicking in, for joining. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope that you all stay safe, stay healthy, and stay wealthy. If there's anything you need and I can be of service, all I need is you to leave me a comment, email me, DM me on one of these social media sites. Leave me a name and a state and whatever the resources is that you need, and I will get back to you with the information that you need. I love, love, love the community over here. Okay, I'm calling y'all my opinionated operator. So when y'all see that, just know that's the name I gave to y'all because I'm opinionated myself, and that's the reason why I came up with in my opinion. But I do want to help us be blessed, healthy, happy, and safe, and living life, but living it more abundantly. Okay. So I hope that y'all all stay healthy and stay safe. And I hope that y'all all will be blessed just like me. Bye.